Hello everyone! Welcome back for more Let's Play Murder by Numbers. Joining me is Layla M.
I don't have a funny intro, so hi.
That works. Anyway, so we may need to actually go outside and show Roz the safe too.
See, look at this. It's Fran's insurance documents.
Do I have to? They look so boring.
Surely Fran would need these if she was actually on the phone to the insurance company.
Really, Anna? She probably has duplicates. Or another document with her information on it.
According to Scout, it's a policy that'll pay out for accidental damage. That float crashing into the club means Fran could make a claim for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Insurance specialist now, is he? Blimey, his creator must be a hoot at parties. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just have to stick up for my friend.
I did not detect that as sarcasm. Scout's better at social cues than me. Casey, I have to show you something, but I don't want you to get mad.
Is it a kitten? I think that's probably the only thing guaranteed not to get me mad.
I mean, look at the cat with Surratt.
Yeah. It's floating around somewhere, too.
Scout found this airplane ticket while we were looking around. Fran's. For her holiday to New York. But it's a one-way ticket.
What? Let me see that. I'm sure there's a sensible explanation for this. Maybe she didn't have enough cash right now and she's gonna buy the return ticket when she's out there. Or maybe she just wants some flexibility about when she came back. See, there's loads of reasons why she might have done this.
But she has to come back soon. It's Pride next week. That's her biggest time for business.
Well, that was just an example, okay? Whatever it is, I know there's a reasonable explanation. Honor, I don't think we're going to get any further with this line of questioning. Glad to see someone gets it.
This package for Fran arrive.
Yeah, that. Some motorcycle courier dropped it while you were off chasing Crispin. He said it was an urgent delivery.
Scout scanned the insides. It's a pair of sneakers. The same type we found near the crashed float and the parking lot where it was stolen.
And you know how crazy everyone goes for trainers with sneakers these days. Probably just a popular pair.
They're the same size, too.
Coincidence, I'm telling you.
You're in denial. Come on, Casey. You've got to admit there's a bunch of inconsistencies here.
A few questionable things, yeah, but nothing exactly conclusive. I'm sure there's explanations for everything.
Well, let's go talk to Fran then. If I'm wrong, she can steer me right.
Fine. I'm sure you won't mind if I tag along.
I love how he's just like eavesdropping all the time now.
Yeah, what else you gotta do?
Fair.
As long as you're fine with it, Anna. Might be embarrassing to have Detective Cross see how wrong you gotten it.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Fran? Fran, you there? Open up, it's me.
I can't help but feel like the camera shaking was a bit too aggressive.
Wait, I have an idea. Oh my god, Fran, you're never gonna believe who just walked in. It's only bloody Luke Perry. You know, the one you like from 90210? Huh, could have sworn that'd work.
She's considering. Well, this is great. Don't suppose anyone's got a lockpick?
Another item to add to my version 2.0 improvements list. What are y'all doing standing out here?
The
It's
gang's
Fran.
all here.
She's in here, but she's not answering. I'm starting to get a little worried. Did you try the Luke Perry thing? Yeah, it didn't work. That ain't right. Stand back! Yeah!
What the?
A good kick will get you anywhere in life. That's my motto.
You please stop destroying our furniture, Roz. You're breaking things faster than I can replace them. What are you doing?
That's what we like to ask you. I hear you're going on a little trip.
Yeah, I'm going to New York for a few days. It's been planned for a while. Except there's a problem with that, isn't there? You aren't planning on coming back. We found your ticket, but there's no return portion. You aren't planning on coming back. Of course I'm coming back, but I only have the money to pay for the outbound fare. Krista told me she'd pay for the return.
See? I told you there'd be a simple explanation.
I believe you, Fran. That was the plan. Until the early hours of this morning, at least. What do you mean? You went to Crispin's apartment last night. You went to ask him for an extension, a few extra days so you could go to NYC and borrow some money from Krista. Except, he wouldn't agree to it, would he?
We overheard you talking earlier. Crispin mentioned that you'd spoken last night and that nothing had changed.
Realizing you had no hope of paying him back today and afraid of what he might do in retaliation, you spotted an opportunity. An outlandish one, but you were desperate. You stole the parade float and crashed it into the club. The float was being kept in the parking lot next to Crispin's apartment, ready for the pride parade. It caught your eye. You were desperate. Oh, please. I was crashing a giant shoe into my club going to help me pay back Crispin.
That's what I said. Well, that's what I thought at least. We found your insurance documents. The club is comprehensively covered against this kind of damage.
Well, of course it is. I'm required to have that insurance by law. And that's why you thought you could get away with it. The insurance payout for this accident would be huge.
Enough to cover your debt to Crispin, and then some, and even enough to buy treats for that cat we keep hearing.
It's a good story, but there's no proof I was even at Crispin's apartment. I had no idea the float was in that parking lot. That's where you're wrong. There's proof you were there. I'm not, like, super behind, am I?
No.
Okay, good, because the audio's out of sync on my end.
Huh.
I mean, as long as everything's flowing coherently on your end, we shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's fine over here.
Yeah. We found a sneaker stuck on the fence. Which you obviously lost when you climbed into the parking lot. Something tells me I messed up.
The same make and size as the sneaker found near the crashed parade float.
And the same make and size as the pair of sneakers you just had rush delivered to the club via a motorcycle courier.
No, you actually picked the right option.
Okay, good. But that makes sense. It's hard to make a getaway in heels, isn't it? Well, we'll see.
Fran?
hang on! You said I climbed the fence! How could I when I fractured my arm?
Aha! A good question.
Casey. I'd forgotten about your arm, Fran, but I think we can lay this to rest. Yeah, could you perform a scan on Fran's arm? Specifically, the area under her cast.
Of course.
Oh, she still has the cast on?
Yeah, it's not in the artwork, but there is a cast there.
Oh. Wait. What? If you're innocent, he'll find nothing out of the ordinary. Fine, go ahead. I assume she took the cast off to make herself look less suspicious. I didn't know she had one under the sleeve.
I mean, she did actually break her arm.
True.
So taking it off is not really advisable.
Yeah. Fair. That stuff looks hard to take off anyway.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever had to wear a cast?
No. I first learned about casts in like kindergarten when some kid had one on, and one of my cats currently has one on. Long story, but he's okay. But you know, I've never gotten in any injuries myself.
When I was in high school, I actually got a hairline fracture in my ankle.
Oh.
So I had a cast on for about 6 weeks. Believe me, it's not a lot of fun. And taking it off, if it's a typical cast, is nearly impossible.
A dial imprint.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean?
There we go.
There we go.
It's an
S.
imprint of a dial. And where have we seen dials specifically mentioned?
Phones?
There is an indentation on the arm. It matches the size and markings of the smashed dial we found in the parade float.
That clue I forgot about! Which explains how you managed to climb that parking lot fence. Your arm wasn't broken yet. What the? That's crazy! Because you fractured your arm in the crash. You must have put up your hands to protect yourself when the float hit the club, but you flew forwards and hit the speedometer, breaking it and your arm.
No, this can't...
You crashed the parade float into the club. You killed Oliver Laurel. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It got in so over my head. I didn't know what to do. But you've got to believe me. I never meant to kill Oliver. I had no idea he was sleeping out there. I thought it'd be a victimless crime, but you got it so wrong. I'd do anything to undo it, really. I won't fight. I'll come with you. Just... please, Casey. Say you believe me. It was an accident, I swear.
I just don't understand. Why didn't you say something to me? I could have helped. You're under arrest in connection with the death of Oliver Laurel. The cat agrees.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't. I was ashamed. I didn't want you to see how badly I'd failed.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
You see, I'm sorry.
We did it, Honor. Another mystery solved. Why isn't Casey happy? We solved the case.
It's complicated, Scout. Hey, you. How are you holding up?
I can't believe it. I can't. I was so sure. I knew she couldn't have done it. But I got it so wrong. I got her so wrong.
No, this must be hard, but...
Do you know, Anna? Somebody I cared for, somebody I loved, has just betrayed everything I thought I knew about him.
Please tell me this is one of those choices that doesn't matter.
It just gets you some extra dialogue, whichever one you pick.
Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, the thing with Ryan was different because we didn't actually know him. And Casey, honestly, it's not that Casey was wrong about Fran, well, besides, you know, the fact that she killed someone. Like, it was a genuine accident. It wouldn't have been as bad if someone hadn't died.
Also, here's something to consider. When someone is grieving in a form, and this is Casey grieving in some form, how much do you think it helps to go, well, I've had it just as bad as you?
Alright, you've convinced me. I know. It must be awful.
Because that's just the thing. It's like, well, I know you're sad, but suck it up. I've had it just as bad as you have.
No, now that I think about it, you're right. I hate when people like take someone who's like struggling and like give their own experience. Like, bro, it's not about you.
See, there are times when you can do that. It's like, hey, look, I've been through the same thing you have, and here's how you get through it. If there's a way that your experience can help them overcome it, but not if your experience is intended to try to make theirs watered down. It's a very fine line.
I see. I know. It must be awful.
Sorry, babe. I didn't mean to lash out at you. I don't know. I'm a bit everywhere, to be honest.
Just the thing. Why do you come back to mine? I've got a bottle of Chardonnay with your name on it. We can sit and chat, like the good old days.
Thanks for the offer, but I think I just want to be alone right now. I need some time to sort things out.
Of course. I'm here for you when you're ready.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, I forgot to say, well done on cracking the case. You two really are made for this. I just...
It can be a real shock learning what people you loved are really capable of. Scout, is everything alright? Scout? Scout, come back! It was my first day. My first real case as a detective. Or at least the first case I had accidentally stumbled into. And already I was learning an important lesson. Sometimes, when you go searching for the truth, You might end up finding out more than you wanted to. Sometimes the truth doesn't set you free at all. I didn't know at the time, but it was a lesson Scout was learning the hard way. Scout, will you hold on a second? What's gotten into you?
I have to go.
What? Why?
Because I don't want to hurt you.
What? I don't... Scout is not what he seems. He's dangerous. Scout, you remember something earlier? Is that what all this is about?
Yes, I remembered who was responsible for wiping my memory.
But that's great! Now we can finally track them down!
I did it.
You wiped your own memory?
There was an experiment. They installed new equipment in me. It was a black box, encrypted routines I had no idea about, and then they activated it and I killed someone.
What?
I managed to regain control, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to hurt anyone, so I did the only thing I could. I tried to wipe my memory to make myself safe. I thought that if I wiped my hard drive, my OS, my databases, they'd have to stop. And they did. They threw me away, but the wipe wasn't secure enough. Something remained, and eventually I woke up again. So now I have to go somewhere where no one will find me, and this time I'll make sure I corrupt my memory beyond repair. I don't ever want to hurt anyone again.
Scout, wait! I can't pretend this isn't a lot to take in, but I want you to go.
But, Honor, if I stay here, I'll just be putting you in danger. I can't. I won't do that.
Just listen to me, Scout. I know you didn't mean to do it. I know you don't want to hurt anyone. I know you. I know your heart. Or, well, you get what I mean. And, hey, those people aren't around anymore. So whatever they did can't happen again.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Nothing bad is going to happen. To you or to anyone else. That's a promise.
If you're certain... Thank you, Honor. This means the world to me. More than I can explain.
It's closed. New case unlocked! How hunky-dory! Oh, God's honor! I'm gonna cry, aren't I?
Maybe.
What is this in a ship?
But that will happen next time. Because it is time to call the video. We finished case 3, unlocked case 4, and now it is time to take a break. So when we return, we have memories to look at. And then we have a new case to start. So until then, take care, everyone.
Can't we have nice things?
No. No, we cannot. Later, all.